Where is the condemnation of Hillary Clinton and Bernie Sanders over the violence that took place by their supporters in San Jose last night? John Podesta writing, violence against supporters of any candidate has no place in this election. Oh, that really is going out on a limb there. Let me tell you what I think's happened. There is evidence now, and what happened last night is evidence of a pretty sick political culture. And by the way, we've just now are in the 8th year of one of the most divisive presidents in American history. And it's a political culture that literally is breaking this country apart in many important respects. And I'm wondering if this is a foreshadowing of more events over the summer, because it's beginning to feel a lot like America in the late 1960s and during the Vietnam War and during the Civil Rights era, where there were cities literally being burned and campuses being taken over and violence in the streets, and at political conventions like the 68 convention, Democratic convention in Chicago. So whatever you think of Donald Trump, this kind of mob violence aimed at his supporters, men, women, and children, is not only illegal, but it's wrong and it shouldn't be tolerated. And the silence is deafening from the left. And one other thing. During the late 60s, when it felt like the wheels were coming off America and society, it was the law and order candidate at the time, Richard Nixon, who won the election. And there was a sense in the country that things were spiraling out of control, that the mob was in control, that good people had to live in fear, that figures of authority had lost control, and Americans were looking for someone to restore order in American life. Now, one way that Donald Trump has a path to the presidency, with mobs burning American flags and waving Mexican flags while physically assaulting Americans who simply want to attend a peaceful rally of a top presidential candidate, it's insane. I don't know if this is going to be an inflection point or not in the campaign, but it's a terrible indictment of where the left in America is today. And they deserve to be punished. And you got this dopey mayor out in San Jose that doesn't know his ass from his elbow and is blaming the exact wrong people. It's an offense to everything this nation stands for, what happened last night. The rule of law, an ugly, revealing moment, this early day in June in San Jose. The mayor blaming the violence on anti-Trump protesters. It's ridiculous. And Democrats aren't denouncing any of this. You got women pelted with eggs and garbage. Why? Because they like Donald Trump and they believe in the rule of law, burning the American flag, waving flags in Mexican flags in people's faces. I don't see Democrats loudly condemning this behavior. I don't see it all.